For many, the season becomes that of a stress, that of sorrow, that of grief, that of reminders of things long gone. For me, this week, I found a box of old Christmas cards sent to me by people who are no longer here on earth with us. These are reminders, though, in our grief and our sorrow. These lights are reminders that there is a light in the darkness. That is what Christmas, especially for Christians, but even for others, it is the dead coldest, just a few days after the dead coldest day of the year. The solstice was today, the 21st. Just a reminder that there is a light in the darkness. The Spirit did not tarry here, but bade Scrooge hold his robe, and passing on above the moor, sped whither, not to see, to Scrooge's horror. Looking back, he saw the last of the land, a frightful range of rocks behind them, and his ears were deafened by the thundering of water, as it rolled and roared and raged among the dreadful caverns it had worn, and furiously tried to undermine the earth, built upon a dismal reef of sunken rocks, some leagues or so from shore, on which the waters chafed and dashed the wild year through. There stood a solitary lighthouse. Great heaps of seaweed clung to its base, and storm birds, born of the wind, one might suppose, as seaweed of the water, rose and fell about it. Like the waves they skimmed. But even here, two men who watched the light had made a fire. Through the loophole in the thick stone wall shed out a ray of brightness on the awful sea. Their hands over the rough table at which they sat, they wished each other a Merry Christmas in their can of grog. And one of them, the elder too, with his face all damaged and scarred from hard weather, as the figurehead of an old ship might be, struck up a sturdy song that was like a gale in itself. And again the ghost sped on, above the black and heaving sea, on and on, until being far away, as he told Scrooge from any shore, they lighted on a ship. They stood beside the helmsman at the wheel, the lookout in the bow, the officers who had the watch, dark, ghostly figures in their several stations. But every man among them hummed a Christmas tune, or had a Christmas thought, or spoke below his breath to his companion of some bygone Christmas day, with homeward hopes belonging to it. And every man on board, waking or sleeping, good or bad, had a kinder word for one another on that day in the year, and had shared to some extent in its festivities, and had remembered those who cared for it at a distance, and had known that they delighted to remember him. Maybe, as we see the lights in this video from Starry Nights here in Memphis, we're reminded of the light that the season brings. Thank you.